Hey, what's good, SuperGirl fans? This is the Campfire Crew, and we're here to talk about SuperGirl, episode number 14, and kind of go over some of our favorite moments from this episode, along with some questions that I have. This is concerning. But I'm Campfire Rich.
And I'm Campfire Nate, and I'm going to start things off with my first favorite moment, and that was the funeral. It was nice, Non came and said, "Hey, we're going to do this funeral. It's customary that the female family member, is a part of it." She shows up. They give her aunt a nice little send off. But what was kind of neat about it was like, Non's basically like, "Okay, I'm going to take my morning time," which later Kara reveals to be like 2 weeks. "I'm going to take my morning time, and then I'm going to kill you."
Yeah.
And there's something it's kind of funny, just like that kind of traditional, hey, we're enemies, hey, I'm mad at you, but we're going to take some time off, but then I'm going to come back. It's just, I kind of like that.
You're going to be the next person in a coffin.
Yeah.
Basically is what this guy was saying. It's kind of like that movie Troy, if any of you ever watched Troy, where Brad Pitt goes and jacks up Hector, drags his body off, and his dad comes and is like, "Give me the 10 days for the burial services." He's like, "All right, ain't nobody going to take the city for 10 days. But
it's that kind of honor among enemies kind of thing.
Yeah. Like it's just tradition. Like, hey, we respect the dead, even though we're in the middle of trying to kill each other. But it was neat. Space funeral. It was pretty cool. Moving on to, I guess, my next favorite moment. And it's just because what I wanted to lead into. And that's when Cat gets an assistant. We see SuperGirl or Kara always being like, fuddy-duddy at work and being pushed around. And I'm waiting for that one moment for this catalyst to just where she snaps. Like we see her kind of talk back to Hank and get mouthy at the DEO or whatever those initials are. But at work with Cat, like she's always just taking it. And I'm like, man, zap somebody with your eyes or something. So I'm waiting. I'm hoping that this girl kind of pushes over the edge.
Well, for me, I'm thinking, I'm putting myself in position, like I'm Supergirl. And I'm having to deal with this stupid crap, and I'm trying to be like a superhero. And they're like, "We got another assistant." I'd be like, "Yes." Now I got somebody who can do all this stupid stuff, and I can go off and be Supergirl and come back whenever I want. I mean, to me, that seemed like a win-win. Like, if I was her, I'd be like, "Finally, now I don't have to go get your stupid coffee." To me, it seems like a good thing. But obviously, she likes that job. She wants that job. She wants to be the number one. So it bothers her.
She ought to just be like, "Yeah, dude, get the coffee, send me the paycheck." She's willing to pay it out. That's cool. I'll sit here and make googly eyes at Jimmy as he's walking around, being all weird all the time. Favorite moment number 3, and it was the Master Jailer, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I thought we were just going to be a normal episode where they hunt down this other, I was about to call him a meta, but, alien. Mm-hmm. And this other guy pops up looking like Iron Man. Jacks this dude out, and come to find out he's got like a laser guillotine. And I'm like,
dude's just like loaded down. I mean, he's like, first off, he's got like this like hybrid like Iron Man suit thing going on. He's got this laser guillotine. Then when he fights Kara, dude, he's got chains. And then it turns out these chains are kind of like detachable.
Yeah.
So he comes off like with Spider-Man chains coming out of his arms. What? And it's kind of interesting because you figure this guy's, he's an alien. He's from another planet. He's going to have some type of gear to combat the type of people that you're probably going to have in there, which are probably Kryptonians and other species. So that kind of makes it interesting that, hey, he actually can fight Kara even though he doesn't have, like, any type of superpower. So it's kind of interesting to see that take place. But, yeah, the Spider-Man chains are kind of much.
Well, I liked, like, when I found out he was a guard from Krypton and stuff like that. Like, I was like, okay, this is really cool. This Judge Dred, mentality. He's just going, he's grabbing these
Judge
people.
Dred, that's a better reference to the suit. He kind of looked like Judge Dred.
Yeah, he's executing them and carrying out his brand of justice. And it was neat how he decided to be a cop on this world as well. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man. I hope we don't see the last of him. Even though the Spider-Man change was a little much. And that whole fight, man, we got to talk about that fight when they first popped up.
I mean, the
Kara should have been able to just slap this dude down with no problem. I mean, okay, he's hitting her with chains.
She kept grabbing him. They kept pulling him out. I mean, it was like, for a minute there, it was like Circus Soleil. Like they kept spinning around each other and like pulling each other close and then going away, then pulling each other close. I mean, that was kind of funny. and it was very elaborate, but it was still kind of neat to actually see someone who doesn't have a superpower actually, fight Supergirl.
I guess just because they make Supergirl weak at some moments, it's like, where's her strength? How strong is she actually? I mean, this dude can really hold her down with chains. And before she did the laser eyes to break the chains, the whole time I'm thinking, why don't you just shoot the chains? Or why don't you shoot him with your lasers? Or why don't you hit him with your freeze breath? Or why don't you use your super speed or super strength? Like, it was weird to watch the fight. And then when when they realize that's who it is, they shoot him. He shoots, Agent Danvers and his partner. And, like, Supergirl just stands there and lets it happen. I'm like, now, does she have super speed or not? Like, could she not have got in front of that bullet?
She's fast, but she's not Flash fast. And even Superman isn't as fast as the Flash.
Well, okay? I can tell you this. I know when Batman tried to shoot Superman in that trailer, he caught it.
Yeah. Well,
he could have taken the blast. It wouldn't even budged him. But in that trailer that had me hyped, Superman was like, "Beep, you ain't shooting me." He caught it. And Superman Carol was just like, what happened? The bullets. I don't know. Maybe she hadn't developed. I get it. It's a show. People calm down. It just concerned me.
If you really wanted to break it down to every single fight, it's like it needs to be this particular way. If you would think, I like it when they anticipate using all of a super character's abilities in a particular fight. It feels like even in some of the other throughout the season, you're going to have kind of like small moments where they use these, but then in like that last fight, the last big battle, they're going to use all of their abilities. In this one, I feel like she got caught off guard by this guy. I mean, she's already going through she's already having like emotional, like every time she walks around, she's like grumpy. You know what I'm saying? Like she is totally like PMSing the whole episode and just grumpy, and I get that because she thinks that what's the name killed her aunt.
Right.
When it was actually her sister, which is a big deal. So when she fights this dude, I don't think she's entirely with it. I don't think she's completely ready.
And I guess we could always say that she's fearful of her powers because she doesn't really know who she's fighting. And maybe she uses all of her strength or ability, she kills this person.
Yeah, I mean,
she's not trying to do that. So I mean, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt that she don't want to go overboard like she used to do when she first had her powers and was causing more trouble. So we'll just chalk it up to that.
It would make the episode weird because, when she headbutts him and knocks him back, if she really headbutt him with all her strength and all she does is just cuts him in half, that would
knock his head off. She
just right through his body. Yeah, that would.
I knocked his head off by accident. Don't hurt me. All right. Favorite moment, I guess, is going to be number 5 we're on? Because we kind of combined a lot of them here.
Yeah, and it's kind of 4 or 5.
I'm sorry. This isn't a favorite moment. This is one of the things I have a question about. We got Jimmy. We got, where Cat gives a compelling story, right? And this is all build up to let Max Lord out.
Right.
The dude dealing out the justice and stuff. And, Jimmy's all concerned and stuff like that. And so we have that whole ordeal. But Jimmy asked about giving up Kara's secret identity to his girlfriend. And please tell me, Nate, what does that have to do with the price of rice in China? Not a goddamn thing.
It kind of irritated me because it's like I could understand if it was his secret identity, but he's like, listen, my girlfriend is already mad because I'm spending too much time with Supergirl as I used to do with Superman. And now I'm spending too much time with Supergirl because she's a girl. My girlfriend is obviously having some issues, but she already has some issues because she spends too much, or she sees you with Kara, the alter ego. So I think it'd be best if I just explain to her that they're the same person because that's going to fix anything.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not going to fix nothing.
So now I spend double time with her.
And how do you get off asking for her to give permission for you to tell her secret?
And she's like the daughter of some general in the army who doesn't even like that whole thing would just come out of left field. Like, I need to stop lying to her. I need to tell her who you really are. No, you don't. And no, you ain't. And no, you ain't gonna guilt trip me into making me whatever. But anyway, I found that I had a problem with it.
I don't think he should have asked that. I mean, let's step back as just like in a real life scenario. That's kind of like, dude, are you seriously gonna ask me? That would have bothered me. But we're guys, so we don't understand the same. Just saying, like that would have been like, that's kind of over the top there, buddy. Why are you asking, this particular thing? But
yeah, whatever.
That's what I had the biggest issue with the whole episode. And I listen, we're not here to bash the show or anything. We're just some moments where we're like, I don't understand why they did that.
Yeah.
This is one of them. Why would you ask for permission to share her secret? That I don't like that.
Now Nate, last moment. Now, this was actually a favorite moment. I really enjoyed this, and this was when she was asking her hologram mom about Myriad, I think is how it was said.
I think it's Myriad.
Myriad. And she's like, what is Myriad? And like the hologram flips out. And I'm like, okay, I need to know exactly what this thing is because something big's coming that everybody's all secretive about. I'm excited about that.
Nam and her aunt were talking about this. Like, whatever this is their code name for whatever they were trying to do to supposedly save this planet. Okay. I kind of get this vibe like it's maybe a little bit similar to maybe what happened in Man of Steel, where they tried to change Earth into Krypton kind of thing. I mean, I don't know if that's the case, but I could see that maybe being the same, like they're going to, we're going to change things so we can make a new Krypton here. I don't know, but what we do know is that Nam's on hiatus for 2 weeks, and he's coming. He's coming hard. So whatever he brings to that situation, I'm sure we're going to find out more about what this is.
All right.
Oh, man, you just took what I said and just made it all.
All right. Hey, those are her favorite moments. Nate has more favorite moments than I do, but down in the comment section below, let us know what you like. There were some things we didn't talk about. Max Lord getting released. How Carl really feels bad about Hank, even though Hank's not the one who killed her, and all this great stuff. Let us know what your favorite moments were. If you liked the video, then like the video and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And until next time, guys, we out.
See ya.